Everybody at Psychic Hunter David. Well, the energy has changed. We haven't seen it yet. We will. Remember the North Node, and in the Hebrew faith, the Yod, the hand of God, some people pronounce that differently, was in Aries, which is Mars, which is war. And now it has moved to Pisces. Now Saturn is there. Venus is there at the moment, which is softening the blow a little bit for a very short period of time. Saturn, again, is holding responsibility. These things too change. It's still going to be the North Node with Pisces, and it's still ruled by Neptune, but Neptune itself and Saturn both move to Aries, which is going to be the digital banking, the whole change, as I've said, economically. And it's interesting, the last 2 years, I've made it clear that there would be a combination, financial structure based upon, whether it be a digital currency, which I hope it is not, really more, I think, to do with like a Bitcoin. And it could very well be President-elect Donald Trump that, institutes this. And apparently he already has started. But we will see this between Britain, Canada, and America. And I think you're going to see New Zealand and Australia part of that. There's going to be a lot change very quickly. And this is Pluto in Aquarius, now firmly structured. I made this clear. These are the years of revolution and rebellion. You're also going to hear all kinds of things come out. People are very quick to point a finger, but they don't realize that some things are not taken as seriously as actually perceived. And the human animal is just, to me, as such a low level of loyalty. It's unbelievable. And I've seen this in my near 60 years. The loyalty with humanity is so short, it's unbelievable. I think one of the big things that I've learned doing these readings 35 years this late summer is that we are now at a level with humanity that we can change a lot of things. The mistreatment in our food industry of the animals. This is something that I am a complete advocate for. One day I hope to be far more of an advocate for. Most people don't even ask me about anything to do with pork. And the other thing is about young babies being mistreated from their mothers. The aspect of milk veal, don't even get me going on that. Because you know what? Ignorance is bliss. And my mother used to always say that most humanity actually turn a blind eye to reality, but if it was their child, they would completely turn things around. And now that we've actually realized that we are actually linked to Neanderthal, do your research, do your homework. You call yourself an intellect, understand what is actually coming out through science. This is something with Pluto and Aquarius as well. Uranus is going to move into Gemini. The knowledge and the information explosion that will concur over these coming years will blow most people out of the water. They will find themselves extremely left behind. It's not just to do with computer technology. It's not just to do with law. It's not just to do with common things that we look at in our society. It is to look at the actual development of the human animal and how we have to actually work on saving ourselves. The more I hear about illness and I hear about cancer and I hear about all these things, and then I look at consumption and I think, well, where do you think this is also coming from? So, I think as human animals, we need to take a better look. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because the North Node in the last 24 hours has fully situated itself in the constellation of Pisces. Now, remember, Piscean can also go a bit overwrought because it is the fish. So either for you or against you, it can go overwrought. Saturn is there, which is my planet. And Saturn is saying, no, we have to be responsible. We have to pull it together. We have to do a lot of things. Because this is clinging to 12th house, you're seeing this reminiscence. It's everywhere. It's in fashion. It's in, indoctrination. You're seeing this everywhere. But that will soon start to pass as well. As it moves further backward, Pluto is going to take the real control. And pretty soon, in another 18 months, the North Node will be in Aquarius. And that is going to be the most interesting energy that I think the world has ever seen, especially with Pluto there. Because the North Node Pluto transit did happen, I believe. Maybe it didn't during that last 20 years of the 18th century, but that's the last time we saw this. And look what went on. I'm not even going to repeat that because I've gone on about it. Do your own homework. This is probably one of the biggest transits the world has seen since World War II. And it doesn't have to be violent. Now things will change. Now things will change to spirituality, which is very Piscean. That doesn't mean things are going to be easy because you, like I said, also have the aspect of Saturn and Neptune both moving to Aries. And this is a control from an economic standpoint. So, all I can say to you guys is be prepared, not get yourself worried. I initially was worried. Now I'm not feeling worried. I'm thinking to myself, no. I think the goal is to get your shit together. And I've started. I've paying off things, and I'm looking at, do I want? And these are the big things about this winter, right? Want, need. And it's like doing a house cleaning and saying, I don't need these things, and I have bills to pay, and I have responsibilities to carry. So the goal for all of us is, as I stated, do your list of the things you love. Start to recognize, do I need more? Do I need more shoes? Do I need more clothes? Do I need more material things? Not necessarily. Not necessarily with the energy with the North Node in Pisces. It also is a link to do with one's spirituality and one's evolution, meaning that can you evolve beyond a belief, well, this is the way the family always did things. Well, guess what? This is the 21st century, not the 1960s. And it's about being able to be in the now. So anyway, you heard it here first. You've got your little vent of the day. And it's just to get people to think. I get people to sit with me, and I'll throw things at them, or I'm on the phone or whatever, and I get them to think. And this is what it's about. It's important. When someone says to me, I work for the corporation, this is the way it goes, that doesn't mean that's the way you think. So take responsibility. Anyway, you heard it here first. Wish you the best. I have availabilities. Give me a call. Cheers.